or fashionable clothes is not going to give you that contentment. It might give you fleeting pleasure, but not contentment. Gross national happiness is the responsibility of the government to create an environment where citizens can pursue happiness.
So let's say, for example, Bhutan has got lots of potential to dam up its valleys, sell hydroelectricity to India. But when they flood their valleys, they have to move people. When they flood their valleys, they lose their forest cover. They lose some of their sites of spiritual significance to them. So what they want to do is they want to balance these things. They want to think just not, oh, okay, dam this valley, sell this amount of hydro to India for this amount of money, GDP goes up. They want to look at it in a more textured approach.
Gross national happiness is important that it makes us think about what we do, of ourselves as individuals, of society, of the world. Think rationally, think holistically, think spiritually. In terms of environment, our law says 60% of Bhutan must always be forest. In terms of culture, we have monasteries, we have schools to be protected by the state, we have rules on dress, language, architecture. So this is how the government is creating this environment.
If we think about societies, the ultimate purpose of society should be to produce long and happy lives for its citizens.
The people of Bhutan have only recently begun pursuing gross national happiness. And to know how successful they'll be, we'll have to wait and see. Another country in a different part of the world consistently ranks as the happiest country on earth. Denmark is known for its social equality and high standard of living. All Danes are provided free education through college and free health care for life. But Denmark's most unique and revealing quality is that it has more of its population living in what are called co-housing communities than in any other modern industrialized nation. In Danish co-housing communities, multiple families live on a plot of land, or even in a single building, where certain chores and benefits are shared by everyone.
When I moved in here, I was newly divorced with 2 little children. I didn't have a work, so I was kind of isolated. If I had to move in a flat alone, I would go down. I would be depressed. I would isolate, and so I thought I had to find this place, and I found it. It was a miracle. I found it. We live 20 families together. The houses are close to each other. This is our house. We live 4 people here, and outside here I have a little extra room. It's like a place to grow flowers, but we use it as a living room. And this it's paintings my children made for me. There's an empty space up there. It's made for my children. Often ask me, and I say it's because I want to show you that we can put off more paintings. It's not finished. It's a working piece. And here is Juliane living, and she has a little animal, which is also a kind of symbol of our flat, our house, because it's a very tiny animal, and it has a very tiny cage to live in. But I used to tell them that this animal has more space than we have. 50 years ago, people in Denmark also lived in Copenhagen, lived in small flats, and they had a lot of children, and they had a nice childhood anyway, so...
It's like a big family. Yeah, it's like a big family. I have friends in the school, and I have friends home. It's very nice because I have many friends.
Det er dejligt at have nogle voksne, de er meget sådan, passer på en. Ja, hvis nu at der er nogen... Hvis nu jeg har slået mig ned i handen, så er der altid en, der kan komme rendende, hvis det sker noget. We eat together, and it's very, very nice. Og lasagnen er det oppe. Tak.
I have 3 children, and they eat a lot. It helps me a lot to live in this community because we eat together nearly every evening. We cook 1 or 2 times a month each. It takes 4, maybe 5 hours. And to cook only twice a month instead of every day, it saves a lot of energy thinking what is the meal today. And to buy all the stuff and to make it and to do the dishwash. Every day it saves, I don't know, 2 hours and a lot of energy.
And this place, when we get 14, we have to make food.
So it's 2 girls and 14 cooking for 40, 50 people. It's really cool. And they come to ask for help, but they are very good. They do it. Everybody is talking about stress, and the families with small children have stress because they come home from work, they have to buy, they have to cook. And when I come home and I have had my shower, and then I have 2 or 3 hours with my children. I like that these elder people living here, because they are kind of grandmother and grandfather for my children. I feel they love my children as much as I do, and they are happy when they visit them, and they come here and they get hugs from my children. And I feel it's a gift from me to my children to live here. So it was a miracle I found this place. It saved me kind of to find it, because I needed to be surrounded